If you are okay to admit people to come in.
No problem, James.
Sorry, it's making it difficult to share my full screen. Okay, everybody, we'll give it just a few more minutes as people are joining us. A few more people coming in. And just as a reminder, the aim of our session today, similar to the past 2 days, we'll be showcasing the success stories from our YPs across SPE. We've had some really, really good examples of activities that are going on in the regions. So really looking forward to seeing the sections represented today. And so we'll give it one more minute for those people who are joining us on time. And in the session today, we will have the Baghdad section, the Mexico section and the Northern Emirates section. So we've got 3 presentations for you today. We'll be starting off with the Mexico section. So Yun, if you can confirm when everybody is here, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, we will first, so Mexico will be presenting first. There's slight changes, so we'll have Alfonso to present first.
Fantastic, and I can see you're here. Thank you very much for joining us, Alfonso. Just make sure, Yun, are you able to make sure our guests have presenting permissions?
Just going to do that right now.
Thank you very much. So just before we get started, again, I'll talk a little bit about what we're aiming for today. This whole YP Congress is a new event that is a collaboration with various standing committees across SPE and other groups as well, including the Young Member Engagement Committee, the Business Management and Leadership Committee, and the SPE Beyond the Borders group. These 3 have been working really hard to put a really great program together. We started off on Saturday with a sustainability ideathon kickoff meeting. Throughout the week, there's been some really great updates coming from teams. Teams have been grouped together to work on sustainability issues to try and come up with some practical solutions that will be presented at the end of the week. So do keep an eye out on social media. There's been some interesting posts about activities. And for any of you watching or with us here today who are participating in that, good luck. It looks to be a great session. And then throughout the week, we also have our bootcamp series hosted by the Young Member Engagement Committee. We really want to make these sessions as interactive as possible. It's one of the key aspects that the committee have been focused on both this year and the previous year, is to really engage with the regions and bridge that gap between SPE International and the regional activities, because there's so many great things going on in the regions, and we want to hear about it, and we want other sections to hear about it as well. Hopefully at the end of this, on Friday, we will be hosting a kind of best practices session where we'll be kind of reviewing some of the best things that have been talked about throughout this week. So I do hope you can join us there for that. And then in our evening sessions that take place, well, evening for me, 12 o'clock CDT for that time zone, we have a series of different panel discussions and training sessions as well. All of these are available on demand straight away. You'll see that we're live streaming this to YouTube at the moment, and those YouTube streams can all be watched on the Young Member Engagement Committee YouTube channel, but also the SPE website. If you go to this event page, which at the moment is at the very top of the events calendar, you'll be able to access and view all of the past sessions and all the upcoming sessions that we have. So there's a lot going on this week. Hell of a lot. So don't feel bad, just watch it as you can. There's some really great information in all of these sessions, so you will benefit from watching those. I do want to say a special thank you as well to our sponsors, Shell. They have been really pushing the young member agenda, and they really want to see more support for young people coming in. So I'm very happy to support this meeting. So a big thank you to them as well. So as I say, we will get started by talking to Alfonso from the Mexico section. Very much looking forward to the activities. I know there's a huge amount going on with the student activities. Everyone knows UNAM and many of the other Mexican teams, but it would be really, really great to hear from your section and your activities. So Alfonso, thank you very much for joining us. When you are ready to share your presentation, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. I will share my screen in a minute. Yes. Do you can see my presentation?
Yep, we can see that. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. This is Alfonso Gonzalez from SPE Mexico section. I am the Young Professionals chairperson for the 2020 and 21 period. This is the content that we have that I want to show you today. First of all, what is the SPE? And then the Mexico section officers for the 2020 and 2022 period, the Young Professionals Committee from the same period, the Global SPE Membership for the Mexico section, the SPE Mexico section, and the features and benefits of the Young Professionals program in Mexico, the Mexico Student Chapters activities, the performed activities by the Young Professionals, and the scheduled activities from 2021 and 2022. What is SPE? What are we doing here in Mexico? We're the largest individual membership organization supporting managers, engineers, scientists, and other professionals around the world in the oil and gas industry. Our vision, we offer a unique opportunity to contribute to the profession through our programs and activities, and many of our accomplishments come from the dedication of our members. Our mission is collecting, propagating, and exchanging technical knowledge and provide opportunities for professionals to improve their technical and professional skills. The Mexico section officers, our president is Mr. Francisco Flamenco Lopez. The technical program liaison is Jose Luis Basbush. Our secretary is Edgar Mesa. Our membership liaison is Carlos Palavicini Cham. Our treasurer is Manuel Reyes Aguirre. Our student chapters liaison is Fernando Flores Avila. And our mentor young professionals is Jorge Enrique Paredes Enciso. And then me, Alfonso Gonzalez, as young professionals chairperson. We have a big backup for the Young Professionals Committee. We have a liaison of events and public relations. It's Aaron Medina. Juliana Torres is his backup. Our technical liaison is Antonio Andrade. Our membership and soft skills liaison is Maria Dolores Jerónimo. Our vice chairperson is Norma Morales. Our technical program liaison is Juan Ham. And our student chapters liaison is Ricardo Alcántara, and he is backed up by Eduardo Ruiz Perez. For the global membership, well, there is more than 153,634 associates members in 145 countries, 203 professional sections, that is the 54%, and 111 student chapters, that is 46% of the membership. For the Mexico section, the young professionals represent only 8% of the total of membership of the Mexico section. Students make up 78% of the total membership, and senior professionals make up 14% of the membership. 16 professionals members have received a recognition from SPE International, and 98 professional members have presented some technical work as authors or co-authors in the different congress organized by SPE International. We have one member holding the international certification granted by the SPE. The last year, there was a decrease in professional members by 63%, and in students by 74%. The opportunity is in more than 400 professional members who have not renewed with their SPE membership, and more than 600 students for keeping at least 2,000 students. Most of the professional members are drilling and reservoir engineers specialists. The UNAM, the Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, and the Instituto Politécnico Nacional student chapters register a great number of members. Our specialists, our associates are 154% specialists in reservoir, 73 members in production and operation, and 89 members are drilling specialists. In Latin America, Mexico ranks the second in terms of the number of professional members. We have 420 members. The first place is Brazil, that has 700, and then Ecuador with 407, Colombia with 401, and Argentina with 370. The features and the benefits of being in the Young Professionals program: we focus on professionals under 38 years old or less than 10 years of experience in the oil and gas industry. 42% of SPE professional members are young professionals. Promote and improve technical skills and support the strengthening of soft skills is one of the main features. And to interact and exchange technical experience with members from other countries and regions, like this section. There are ambassador lecture programs where young professionals can present and share our experience with local SPE chapters, university, and schools. The Career Pathways Fair, where we can share with professionals from multiple disciplines and obtain information on possible career paths. The e-mentoring, where we gain industry information and practical career advice from experienced professionals, where young professionals can serve as mentors for students. The Academy of Future Leaders, it's a non-technical skills development course. The course combines experts' input case studies and the scenarios from E&P industry and other industries to incorporate participants' learning and allow them to advance in the next level in their career. The webinars were share social skills and technical knowledge globally with other young professionals, and other tools like the Way Ahead, where that is and SPE's online resource for students and young professionals, produced by young professional volunteers. Articles include topics such as career development, emerging technologies, mentoring, and university to industry transition. The competency management tool, where you can take the control of your professional development and identify which areas of knowledge you need to strengthen. Well, and many more advantages. We have discounts on congresses, forums, workshops, and courses. Some things are for free, like SPE Bookstore, the Journal of Petroleum Technology magazine, the Way Ahead magazine, and the Oil and Gas facilities. Other discounts in technical articles and bookstores, like One Petro Bookstore and Petro Wiki, and access to the SPE Connect community. We have congresses, forums, workshops, and courses for all disciplines, like drilling and completion, reservoir engineering, operation and surface production facilities, information management, safety, health, and environmental protection, and many more. What was the 2020 situation? Membership for young professionals increased from 176 to 319 members from 2019 to 2020. That it was 33% of the membership. The reasons are associated with the economic and industry situation, the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the global economy. Companies in the oil and gas industry have implemented pay cuts and layoffs to face the situation. In-person promotion of membership, especially in the Congreso Mexicano del Petróleo, which was rescheduled for in few days for 2021, and visits to Pemex. In the past, these efforts have resulted in the membership renewals and attraction of new members. But we will not lose heart. We will continue working together. For the Mexico student chapters, we have now 12 student chapters that we have a geographic distribution. We have presence in 5 states in the oil and gas industry, with oil and gas industry activity. We have 1 student chapter in Nuevo León, 2 in Tamaulipas, 1 in Hidalgo, that is the newest, 2 in Mexico City, 4 student chapters in Veracruz, 1 in Tabasco, and 1 in Campeche. As you can see, we have a very important presence in the oil and gas activity states. And then this is the heart of the performed activities by the Young Professionals Committee for the 20 and 2021 period. We have the start of the SPE social media program in February of 2020. We have shared activities on social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn, where you can follow us. You find our activities, our part of our question and answer program. Some our broadcasted activities are we have booked in the Facebook media, and in the LinkedIn media we have the newest information of our activities. Our page is Young Professionals SPE Sección Mexico section. We have participation with student chapters of the virtual program SPE with You. It was in October 2020 to May 2021. We have a virtual assembly in November 26. 2 conferences were presented. The first one was Tips for Public Speaking by Maria Dolores Jerónimo. She's the SPE Mexico section Young Professionals Membership Liaison. And Turn Data into Intelligence, Edge Computing, Artificial Intelligence, and Internet of the Things for the oil field by Oscar Gutierrez Belloso from SPE Colombia section. The event was attended by more than 70 people, and it was broadcasted on social networks. And then we have the participation in the Mexico Student Chapters Conference in March 24 to 26. We had a young professional participation in the different events of the Mexico Student Chapter Congress. The activities organized by the students, and we were, the young professionals committee was reinforced for them in their activities. We have the forum, the first virtual forum. It was called New Vision for Drilling in Mexico by Young Professionals. It was held in May 24. The objective of this forum was to provide a vision of expectations and drilling and well interventions in the near future, considering new technologies, new methodologies, new workflows, concluding on the importance of compiling operative statistics in the oil and gas industry to ensure the quality of the information and tools to be used in the field, the documentation, dissemination of best practices and lessons learned for minimized risk, operative times, and cost. The forum was attended by at least 157 people, and it was broadcasted live on social networks. We have an English technical course for the students of the Instituto Politécnico Nacional Student Chapter in April 26 to May the 6th. And then we have a workshop for IPR calculation in June 16. The session was show the process of calculating IPR step by step in a spreadsheet by the methods of Vogel, Darcy Vogel Composite. It was given by the instructor Jaime Freina Acosta Narvaez. He's a workshop instructor with more than 25 years experience in the oil and gas industry. It has a duration of 3 hours and 16 participants. And then we have another young professional forum named Seeking for Innovation in Artificial Lift System in July 15. The objective of the forum was to share the experience of success by specialists where different artificial lift systems have been installed in the search for innovation, profitability, and safety. The types of artificial lift systems that were exposed were pneumatic pumping, hydraulic pumping, mechanical pumping, and progressive cavity pumping, and electrocentrifugal pumping, concluding with the importance of the different applications in unconventional ways, improvement the selection of auxiliary accessories, configuration changes of the components, and optimization of operating conditions. The forum concluded with a Kahoot dynamic with a gift of the winners, and the attendance was more than 90 people. We had the activities review with the student chapters. First of all, we had a production data analysis workshop. It was held in 2 sessions in August 5 to 6 and August 12 to 13. It was given by Juan Hamakosai. He is a winner of the SPE Distinguished Lecturer Award in 2021. The topics were obscure Pechkovich curves and transitory and production analysis. It has a duration of 16 hours with 43 participants. And then we have an activist review with the student chapters for 2021 and 2022 period. It was in September 9, where the student chapters present the activities and result of their efforts carried out in 2021, as well as the assurance for the 2022 program to continue operating. The Young Professionals Committee, together with the liaison of the student chapters, reinforce their commitment to collaborate in the future activities of the students and support them in their transition to young professionals by joining in the oil and gas industry. And then we have a basic well testing workshop. It was given by Mario Briones Cabrejos. He is an instructor with more than 30 years in experience of 30 years of experience for internationally recognized. The complete inscription was complete during the first 2 hours of registration. Some of the topics considered were design and planning for the well test, types of tests and validation, interpretation of well test and well productivity. It was in October from 4 to 8. It has an 8 hours duration with 19 participants. And then we have the orientation session for the student chapters in October 14. The session was divided into 4 parts, beginning with an introduction to the functions for the Young Professionals Committee, and a talk on the national and international panorama for the oil and gas industry, the necessary skills for new engineers in the oil and gas industry. And it ended with an interaction of 60 minutes with the students from the student chapters. The session was attended by 88 participants from the different student chapters of the country. And then, what is the comparison of scheduled versus perform activities? Originally, we have 8 activities scheduled, and we performed 12. What was the causes of the increase? We had a greater number of participants in virtual activities. The group of activities were canceled because of COVID-19 pandemic, and there was more approach to the student chapters by virtual way. We have technical forums programs taking diverse disciplines, and we holding virtual workshop with the specialist experts. What is our schedule activities for the rest of 2021 and 2022? Well, the participation in the Young Professionals Congress that is taking place now. The participation in the SPE Mexico Assembly in the Congreso Mexicano del Petróleo to be held in a few days in November 17 to 20. We're planning to have an assembly, a Young Professional SPE Assembly in December or in the first 3 months of the next year. We are planning to have a forum called Static Characterization Importance in the Oil Fields Development to be held in February 2022. Young professional participation in Women's Day celebrations in March. Young professional participation in the oil expropriation events in Mexico. The Young Professionals Commission change for the next year in 2022. Young professionals participation in SPE Mexico Assembly in the Congreso Mexicano del Petróleo to be held in summer 2022. And participations in the Engineers Day with the Colegio de Ingenieros Petroleros de México in Villahermosa section, and an SPE Assembly in September 2022. Well, that is all the activities that I want to share with you for now. And I want to share this phrase that is very in fashion today in Mexico, that is, without fear of success. It's Sin Miedo al Éxito by Paul Villafuerte. My name is Alfonso González, and I want to invite you to follow us in Facebook and LinkedIn for Young Professionals SPE Mexico section.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll certainly be doing that. It's incredible to see how much you've managed to achieve. It's certainly been a challenging few years. To see that you've run more events than you were ever planning on doing is it shows how dedicated that your members are. So that's incredible stuff. You're really serving your members well. And I have to say, it's also great to see that you have so many sessions that connect with your students as well. When you have such a large number of students in your region, you have probably more chapters in your section than most. So maintaining that strong communication between them all is really a big challenge. So congratulations to you and the rest of your section as well. Thank you very much, Alfonso. Do you remember that's my pleasure. If there are any questions for any of our presenters today, please do put those comments in the chat and we will come to you. But if there aren't any, the next section we will be going to is the Baghdad section. So I'd like to invite Ahmed to present. Hopefully he'll be able to share his screen.
Hi everyone.
Hey Ahmed.
Share my screen.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Let me know if you see my screen.
That's perfect. We can see that. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you first for giving me this opportunity to present Baghdad section in your event. Appreciate your efforts and appreciate your invitation. So I think we are the youngest community in this journey. So we just just create like 2 months ago. So what I present today, I will present our plan and our strategy. So we have some events and some training already delivered in this community. Also, I will put it in the presentation. So the agendas will be most of related to that planning and strategy. So first, let's talk about the SPE Baghdad section. SPE Baghdad section is published in to 2015, and it's focusing on the middle of Iraq. As you see in this picture, it's the Iraq geographic map, and in the blue you have seen our interest area. So our membership, this is related to the 2021. So this is for this is last year. And as you see, this is the statistical figures showing us the professional and the students. So as we were that the section YP community team, it's myself, Ahmed Jarrah, the chair community, YP chair community. I have like 13 years experience in the oil and gas industry. I have supported the young professional with the SPE Baghdad section before we hit the community. And we have Hassanian Kadam, technical lead. He's working from Schlumberger, and he's reservoir simulation engineers working in Schlumberger with the 13 years experience. We have Leah as well. His responsibility for professional development lead, and Zahra Muhammad is social activities lead. We are a small team, but with a lot of efforts. And the chapter that's SPE responsible for, we have Technology University chapter in Baghdad and Baghdad University chapter. And we have a chapter in the region as well. We have in the middle of Iraq, Diyala, Karbala University chapter, and we have in Libya as well. We have in the region, in Libya and the Emirates. And in Yemen as well, we have a chapter. So as you see, it's our section is the regional section. It's not just related to the Iraq. So let me here talk about the YP strategy. And we just last month delivered kickoff meeting with all the members with the SPE Baghdad section. And we have agreed about this strategy. We subdivided as groups. We put ambassador lecture program. We are planning, and we have already implemented that invitation for the young professional to present and share that experience with the local SPE chapters that we have. And as we are fully vaccinated in Iraq, and we start in-person event. and we invited some of the young professional program to the university. And we also, in our strategy, we have a field trip. We have a field trip, and we, it's Iraqi. It's have like different geographic, it's different fields. We have many crops in Iraq, and we have a plan to do that field trip for our members to help to develop their members and the technical skills in that area. Also, we have the sponsorship from the IOCs, the international company. Also, we have a sponsorship from the services oil company, such as Halliburton, Schlumberger, and also. We are planning to do networking event. The first networking event will be online. So we are working on the networking event with the like inviting some of the inspiring person in the oil and gas industry, and also inviting all that the HIPO members in our community to do the networking event, online networking. We'll divide that all the members as a group and invited that inspiring person in that groups. And also we have planning to do in person in the future. We have each month online education webinar. We have a two each month, and also we are like preparing for the training for the skills that the young professional they don't have. I will go with that the opportunity what we are providing to our members. We have internship opportunity we already delivered to our members. We opened that application and selected and interviewed and selected the HIPO members in our section, in our community. And we like provided that internship opportunity, the services company in Iraq, that will be field trip and internship opportunity with the 1 month. And they did very well with that, learning technical skills and soft skills as well. The training opportunity that we provided to our members, it's now it's all that the industry is shifting and moving to that digital transformation, and all job it's in the market it's like required that digital skills and the coding skills we are providing, and have planning to run. This weekend we'll start with the machine learning and the deep learning with the Python for the petroleum engineers. It will be 5 sessions, 5 to 6 sessions. We will run each weekend session to develop our numbers in that coding skills. And also we have a webinar each month. We have 2 webinars that delivered by our sponsors, such as Schlumberger and Halliburton, the other IOCs. This is the strategy and the timeline for that. The 2021, the end quarter for 2021, we already delivered the online education and the training education. The field trip we are now preparing for. The field trip will be the end of November, and networking events will be in the mid of November. The online education, as you see, and this is the lecture also in the timeline in our strategy. This is all I had. As I said earlier, it's the newest community. let me know if you have any question that's related to our strategy and what we have in the plan. I will happy to hear your feedback and advice as well.
Thank you, Ahmed. Yes, please do. If anybody would like to have any questions or feedback in the chat, please do put that in. It'd be great to hear from you. I have to say, as you mentioned, you're a young section, but the programs you're putting together don't seem young. They seem very well established, and I always get particularly excited about the kind of internship programs and field trip programs, because they're really, really unique opportunities. And I think some of the hardest events to run are the ones that address that issue of bridging the gap between student members and young professional members. And like we saw from the Mexico section, you also have a large number of students, and it's growing massively. So you can see you're doing a very good job. That your student numbers are going up so much each year. It really shows that people appreciate what you're doing for those programs. So great to see.
Let me take this opportunity for the open discussion with our section, with our community. Like we can share and we can provide sessions, the training to our community by collaboration with the others in the region or in the globe. I'm happy to help.
That's great. Really, really good. Yeah, those kinds of events are really hard to set up. So I'm sure Ahmed has some really great advice with running those. So please do reach out. If there aren't any further questions, then we'll move on to the Northern Emirates section. I can see we have Siddharth and Majir as well. Are you both presenting today? I'm not sure who's looking to go first.
Hi everyone. Hi, Siddharth here. I'll be sharing my screen and we'll be presenting jointly. So if you just give me a moment, I will load my presentation.
Fantastic. Look forward to it.
Okay, so I guess my screen is visible now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. My name is Siddharth Jain. I'm the SPE Northern Emirates Young Professional Chair, and I'm also the Field Development Team Leader in SNOC, Sharjah National Oil Corporation. And along with me today, I have my co-chair, Majir Sheikh, who's a YP officer in the Northern Emirates section, and who also works as a colleague in SNOC. So we'll take you through some of the section activities that we've been doing. And before I start, I would just like to say that it is very impressive to see the two sections before us, and I really hope we can contribute to a bit of that discussion. So SPE Northern Emirates, if you can see the map here, we are this tiny little red spot here. So that the Northern Emirates section is part of the UAE. The United Arab Emirates. So there are two sections for two SPE chapters in the UAE. There is one for Abu Dhabi, and there is another one for the Northern Emirates. So apart from Abu Dhabi, all the other Emirates are combined into one section. There are 6 Emirates: Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Quwain, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah. So 6 of those jointly together are combined and called as the Northern Emirates. This section is not a new one. We've been established from 1985, and this year we celebrated the 36th anniversary of our section. We are about 300 members in 2021, and out of our professional members, about 15% are YPs. We also have, okay, let me take you through recent achievements. So the first thing we got this year is a Section Excellence Award, and we're very proud of it. That after COVID and after a slump in the past couple of years, we were able to get back on our feet, and we received the Section Excellence Award. We also received a regional drilling award for the MENA region, as well as a YP Outstanding Service Award. This was again both awards we received at a regional level. I personally also won the TWA Energy Influencer this year, and I had a talk yesterday, which was very interesting. So this is some of the highlights for our section. In terms of the membership trends, sorry, In terms of the membership trends, as you can see, our professional membership was sort of declining over the past couple of years. This was sort of in line with our activities, because our activities had sort of taken a dip from in between 2014 to 19. And this is where we were. Our student members, although were on the rise, so the students were increasing. And then suddenly from 2017, once we had the recession, we saw a big drop in our student members. Now, as I mentioned, from our professional members, 35 and younger is 55 members, so about 15% of the overall group. The rest are students. And but something that we're proud of is that we have a lot of loyal members. So if you see our renewal rate for the students, for the professionals, is quite high, and most of them renew in January, which is very good. We have started to increase our activities and raise awareness. So you would see the new members increasing in the past couple of months in September, October, because of the activities that we've started to conduct. Also the students. So in terms of the students, we have 2 student chapters, American University of Ras Al Khaimah and American University of Sharjah. Both of those universities were sort of newly added to our roster. So we had a third university, Heret Wat, campus based in Dubai. But unfortunately, because of the lack of members, they could not continue as a chapter themselves. So the student chapter was dissolved. We did have a new chapter called New Student University called Hadramaut University. This is based in Yemen. So as the Northern Emirates, we actually sponsor a SPE chapter based in Yemen. And we are very glad to be associated with them and to be able to help out the students as much as we can. Looking at a few activities from the Northern Emirates section. So we conduct technical sessions twice a month. As you can see, our technical sessions are varied. We do share these links on as many social media platforms as possible. We also share them on student chapter groups, etc., so that there's maximum reach. So twice a month, we cover core conventional topics and also topics related to energy transition. So, and in terms of the non-technical activities, these sort of took a dip. We sort of took a dip during COVID, but over the past, I would say, 8 to 9 months, we have been, we've gotten back on our feet, and we really have, done a lot here. So we established the DNI section in the Northern Emirates, and we have a committee now who looks at specific DNI activities. So we have seminars, etc., for women in energy. We have mental health and wellness talks over the past couple of months. We have once a month monthly golf night, and which is a very popular one for most of our members. This is a golf night. Last month we celebrated the Pinktober month, and we had a lot of awareness talks for women all around. We were very happy to be associated with this and get a lot of interaction with not just SPE members, but generally sharing the word across. So 2 activities we started recently, and that has really helped us. The first one is after work drinks. Now, due to COVID, we were not really able to get together, but this, a COVID safe environment after work drinks was started so that we can actually see each other face to face. And this proved to be very successful. The other activity that we were doing outdoors was weekly running. So we organized a weekly run on the weekend, preparing everyone for the marathon that is planned to happen in Dubai. So we have 2 student chapters in UAE, American University of Sharjah and American University of Ras Al Khaimah. So these are some of the pictures, some of the events that they have recently had. And as you can see, students are engaged in physical activities. This was sort of in 2020 before COVID. And then there were virtual activities, chess tournaments, club fair, etc. We also organized some field trips, and I think you can see some pictures here. These were exceptionally nice, and they're well received. Unfortunately, last year we weren't able to do any, but there is a plan this year, and let's see how we get to it. As I mentioned, the Hadramaut University, it was a new chapter that we added. A lot of students, a lot of ambitious students, and we were able to showcase and help them out as much as we could. Sorry. So this, when this chapter was established, they conducted their activities, they spread the word across. They got at least 200 members, 200 petroleum engineers listed in their university. They conducted radio events, as you can see here on the local radio. They also went to the Chancellor's office, to local volunteering offices, and we're very happy to be able to support them in this endeavor. During ATC 2021, we were lucky to, Dubai was lucky to host ATC. And as a chapter based here, we got the opportunity to be able to invite the key dignitaries. This included SPE presidents, all 3 SPE presidents, MENA regional directors, MENA section dignitaries, and dignitaries from NOCs, IOCs, and oilfield service providers. Also, we were able to collaborate very successfully with SPE Kuala Lumpur. So SPE Kuala Lumpur organized a regional and global collaboration for SPE Saturday for SPE. This was a set of online events ranging from 1 month in September. So there were workshops and technical talks in collaboration with I think 10 university chapters all across the world. And as you can see, the participation in different parts of the world here on the map. I would now pass the mic to Mujib, who would continue the presentation.
Thanks, Sid. So I'm going to take you through some of the recent events that we planned and successfully implemented. And like Sid mentioned, we were fortunate to have the ATC in the this year. So a couple of events were surrounding that. Just before ATC, I enrolled myself in the Energy for Me Ambassador program, and the SPE liaison for Energy for Me is based out of Abu Dhabi, asked for some help because there was an Energy for Me event that was planned during ATC, and we were successful in providing the support that was needed for the program itself. So it was organized on the 3rd day of ATC. Over 30 UAE-based teachers teaching primary and secondary schools participated in this particular event. And some of the teachers were STEM coordinators in their respective schools. So as you guys know, Energy for Me is not a presentation. It's not just delivering a technical talk, but it is actually hands-on experiments that are being put together by Energy for Me on the SPE website. And you can see the apparatus that is going to be required for those experiments, the whole instructions, and it's mainly focused towards students and using STEM as its as a platform in order to enlighten them with different technologies that gets used in oil and gas industry. So since we couldn't get the students in higher numbers due to COVID, we thought that it would be best to have this with the teachers, and then they can go and talk to the students about it. So we, like I said, we had participation of 30 teachers. They represented about 14 different schools across UAE. And the idea was basically to get them accustomed with the different instructions, the different experiments in Energy for Me experiments, and then so that they could go and teach the students or have a similar event with their students as well. And along with this, we had some technical talks from young speakers from ADNOC, from Weatherford, and from other service companies. And we also took the opportunity to take these teachers to the exhibition area of the ATCE to showcase some of the technologies that were being presented by different service companies. So we liaised with the service companies beforehand, told them that we were going to show up at a particular time, and visited the booth, and so that we were not been crowding. So we made a group of 5 and went and, so that they could see the different technologies like artificial lift, drilling, digitalization, where it is going, so that they get a flavor of what's been happening in the oil and gas industry in 2021. Moving forward to the next slide. Thank you, Sid. And on the same night, we had a social event just with the YPs. So again, a lot of YPs were visiting Dubai for ATCE to take awards, to be chairing certain sessions. So we got in touch with them earlier on. And again, this event could only be restricted to a smaller number because of COVID. We couldn't get, a lot of people in a restaurants or a lot together. So we had a total of 15 YPs from different places, Latin America, Europe, UK, Middle East, and Asia Pacific. So all across the globe, got together, had good food and shared some ideas and networked basically through this event for a few hours and had some fun. So which was very, very nice. Moving on to the next slide. This one is a local event which we had. It was a collaboration between SNOC, which is Sharjah National Oil Corporation, and Northern Emirates section, SPE, and Baker Hughes. So as you know that, UAE is a land of expats, but there is a 10 to 12% of population which is local. And SNOC has a program which is called as the National Development Program, NDP, which this year was on its third iteration. It's students who have graduated in petroleum engineering and geology. SNOC takes them as interns within the company over a few months and gives them a flavor of different things, right, from exploration, production to a gas plant, and also has regular classes from a professor, and also they talk to different departments in SNOC. So we took this opportunity, since we were going to have of young graduates with us, to take them to an actual rig, which is at the training center in Baker Hughes, and also to show them the tools, different tools, wireline tools, through tubing tools, different workshops, and have an event for a day and showcase different technology, and also get some hands-on experience, what an actual rig floor looks like. So this was really a nice day. And as you can see in the photo down there, about, I think, 75 to 80% of the student group was young women engineers, graduated in petroleum engineering and geology. So it was really nice to take them across, in a pseudo field trip. And thanks to SNOC, Northern Emirates section, and Baker Hughes for coming together and putting this event forward. Next one, Sid, I'll hand it over to you to discuss the future events here.
Thank you. So continuing on from what Mujib had mentioned, so for Energy for Me, so this event gained a lot of traction with the teachers, and one of the schools actually requested us to do a more elaborate setup with in the school with the students, and this was very welcomed. So we now have a plan to go to this particular school and organize a similar event to showcase energy and oil and gas to young students. As I mentioned, we also would like to do another field trip. So we would like to start this field trip that we had earlier, and in a COVID safe manner, organize something by the end of this year. If not this year, early next year. I mean, summers are not very kind in UAE, so it's only the winter times that we have for field trips. We would like to continue, or we are planning to continue with our social nights once a month, and also organize a few social events on the sidelines of golf. So golf, as I mentioned, is a very popular thing for SPE Northern Emirates. And for young professionals specifically, we would like to organize some classes for golf, to bring them into golf, and organize some events around them at Top Golf. ADIPEC is around the corner. This is Abu Dhabi International Petroleum Exhibition Conference. This is happening in Abu Dhabi next year. So it's one of the bigger conferences in the world for oil and gas, and it happens right here in our backyard. So we'll be participating there next week, and I hope to see a few people that are in this meeting. We also would like to continue our collaboration with the local facilities here, because Dubai is sort of a hub for a lot of these facilities. So we would like to organize or continue, restarting visits to mud labs, core labs, training rigs, and facilities. Lastly, and this is something new, as one country, UAE, we have 2 chapters, Northern Emirates and Abu Dhabi. So we have a renewed participation or interest or integration with them, and we would now be collaborating with them together as a country to be able to get more students on board and more universities cross interaction between the two chapters and try to organize more events as one unit. So let's see how that goes. So this is it from our side, and happy to have any comments or any ideas.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you both. Amazing work again. Must be very exciting to have ATC there. I'm sure there were lots of people reaching out to you for help with that. I was very lucky to be able to attend the previous ATC, not the most recent one, unfortunately, but also great to see a lot of YMEC members there. And I can see from the chat, Cassandra says hello as well. So that's great. We really do want to kind of support engagement and discussion and collaboration between you all. So lots of exciting activities. Again, really great to see the field trips and things like that. I get very jealous of those kind of things because it's really, really hard to kind of arrange events like that on an international level, and it's kind of utilizing your local contacts that where those kind of sessions work really, really well. So I wish I could do more things like that, but you guys do it exceptionally well, so that's really good. And also great to hear that there's some good engagement with Energy for Me as well. I think that's very promising and great to see that the teachers are on board with that as well. That's really exciting stuff as well. So again, if there are any questions in the chat, please do reach out. But we do want to kind of keep these conversations going. If you, we have kind of LinkedIn event pages for each one of these, or the chat in the YouTube channels as well. So if you want to connect with each other, obviously we have the usual SPE means of doing so as well. But if you want to reach out, I do really encourage you to do that as well. So thank you so much to everybody who's presented today. I've taken my notes. It's going to be a really good session on Friday. I think there's been some really exceptional events taking place. So again, thank you to those at the Mexico section, the Baghdad section, and the Northern Emirates section, both to those who have presented today, but also all of the hard work that's gone into all of those events. I know it's not just those presenting today that did all that work. There's a huge group of people behind each of these presentations. So again, congratulations to all of you. If you have missed out on any of the other sessions that we've had throughout the week, again, I do really recommend watching through them. There's some really great sessions coming up. But we do have some more sessions later on today. So in about 3 hours' time, we have the first of our kind of YMEC panel discussion sessions, where we will be talking about the merger that's taking place. And how it's mostly to get feedback from you guys and see what your views are on that, how you would like to see SPE change, how you would like SPE to stay the same and things like that. So it would be really great to have you on board. Again, it will be available on demand, but we want to hear from you during that session as well. So if you can make it, that would be fantastic. Later on in the week, we have a similar panel discussion around the future of jobs in the industry, taking a frank look at that. And then also on Friday, we have the session which will be inviting 3 CEOs to give their advice to you guys on how to make the most of your career in the industry as well. So that, again, will be a really good session. I do hope you can join us for those. As I say, it's an action-packed week, so I don't expect you to attend all of them, though. Cassandra, you seem to be doing an incredibly good job. Well done attending so far. But yes, to all of you, it's been great seeing you, great having you on board. Please do reach out if you have any questions for me. You can reach out at yp@spe.org or jwhitaker@spe.org. And also there is the email address for this conference as well, if you have any questions specific to that, and that is ypcongress@spe.org as well. So again, thank you very much, Alfonso, Siddharth, Ahmed, and Majir as well. Thank you so much to all of you. Really exciting to see the great progress you've done. COVID certainly hasn't stopped any of you, and it hasn't even slowed you down. You seem to be doing more than ever before. So congratulations, it's amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you very much.
Congratulations for all the speakers.
Yes.
Greetings from Mexico.
Thank you. All the best, guys.
Fantastic.
Take care.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.